I'm Andrea Levin. Today we'll look at an example of how bias towards Israel can lead even respected news organizations to indulge in shoddy reporting. The story begins with The Economist, an authoritative voice in British journalism for over 100 years. In a March 2010 issue, The Economist alleges that traffic lights in Palestinian districts stay green for a shorter time than the lights around Jewish settlements.
According to The Economist, traffic lights flick green only briefly for cars from Palestinian districts, while staying green for cars from Jewish settlements for minutes.
Al Jazeera, an Arab news agency, pounced. Its credibility was protected by its source, the widely respected Economist.
Let's see if we get through. Don't believe it. We're going to have to wait for another change of lights. Maybe we'll get through then.
But the story wasn't accurate. The Economist, which prides itself on cold-eyed objectivity, hadn't checked its information. So Camera sent an investigative unit to actually time the lights. Look at the long line of Israeli cars coming from the opposite direction. Heavy traffic every morning. The Israelis have adjusted the lights to keep the traffic moving. The Economist and Al Jazeera ignore the fact that major highways used by Jews and Palestinians have fewer lights than the smaller feeder roads, like every normal community in the world. We're used to Al Jazeera's propaganda aimed at making Israelis appear callous toward Palestinians, but it says something about the decline of standards at The Economist and the editor's views of Israel that a once reliable publication would distort ordinary traffic practices as an Israeli abuse of Palestinians.
Join Camera's efforts to challenge inaccurate reporting and bias in the media.